All right, what's going on YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video with TC. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to y'all about women's fear of missing out. And I want to let you know the different phases that you can go through while in a relationship with a woman or out of a relationship with a woman when it comes to fear of missing out. Now, the biggest thing that I want y'all to take from this video is that most of the time in this generation, there will never be a woman that does not have fear of missing out. And the greatest downfall of any successful relationship that is a little bit on the rocks, anything going on, will be a woman's fear of missing out. So look, the reality is for real that men can have it too. But most of the time, when it comes to fear of missing out, you see it with women. Now, the woman that you're dealing with right now, if you're in a committed relationship or a marriage with her, and mind you, when I say this is all women that have this eventually at some point of a relationship. When it comes to this, bro, fear of missing out for a woman is she's going to feel trapped. She's going to feel like she can't have fun. She's going to feel like she settled too early, that she has better options than you. Because of the guys that want to have sex with her, she's gonna feel like she got married too early. You get what I'm saying? She's going to feel like she is missing out on a quality life because she settled down too early. She's gonna feel like she is not having fun in her 20s and her 30s. It doesn't matter the age anymore. You know what I'm saying? She's going to feel all of these things while being in a relationship with you. And this is why they say women keep women single, because 9 times out of 10, every woman has a fear of missing out. Let me just say this. Most of them. But the icing on top of the cake is just because women take their best friend's advice over the man that they're with. Every time, flat out. Any woman you're dealing with, if she stop messing with you, even if y'all just messing around, she gonna stop messing with you based off her best friend's word. I've had women say, "Oh, my best friend thought you was a player." Da 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 da. And it might be just to protect, but at the end of the day, this is what it is. The icing on top of the cake is just gonna be their best friend being single, living a whole lifestyle, whether they're single or not. And that's going to be like, oh, I'm missing out. I'm missing out. And that is why you shouldn't commit, because you have to get to a point in life as a man where you realize when you're dealing with women, there's really no middle ground. Especially when it comes to marriage and long-term commitments, there's no middle ground that really benefits you. See, for a woman, she could say, she's dating an older man because he can take care of her. An older woman could say she's dating a younger man because he can have longer sex, or, he can stimulate her sex drive, because women are realistically more sexual than us. We probably just get more freaky. But the difference is, when you as a man are dealing with a woman in her 20s and decide to commit, dealing with a woman in her 30s and decide to commit, that fear of missing out is going to be a determining factor in your detriment more than if a woman is dealing with a man in the two categories I just spoke about. Because if you date a woman in her 20s, right? And I always tell y'all this, don't marry a woman while she's too young, because that fear of missing out is going to strike her. You get what I'm saying? I don't care how long you've been with her. Do not commit, because that fear of missing out is going to strike her eventually. And she's going to feel like she settled for less. This is any woman. It doesn't matter if you're in the NBA. It doesn't matter anyway, because y'all seen Steph Curry wife, what she did. It don't matter. There's no specific job that you can have that will beat female nature. There's no specific amount of money you can have that will beat female nature. There's no specific amount of working out that you could do that will beat female nature and hypergamy. That fear of missing out trumps all of that. But back to my point that I was saying, When a man is dealing with a woman in her 20s and he commits to her, let's say you marry her when she's 22, most of the time we see those marriages fail, and women, kind of take that to, I outgrew him. When women really realistically never emotionally grow up, because they have the tolerance of a kid their whole life, because society doesn't expect them to grow up. Society doesn't give them limitations to where they can't actually grow up, because they're only valued based off of their attention, based off the attention that they get. This is why you see so many women not really grow up and realize that they lost good men in their past till they hit like 40, 45, because nobody want their ass now. All the attention, all the gas, all the feeling, is gone. Shit crazy. But marrying a woman in her 20s, she's going to eventually, maybe 5 years into a relationship, she's going to get bored of you. In the beginning, it's going to be cool, but eventually she's going to get bored of you. She's going to want to start going out. She's going to start seeing more people. She's going to want to start having her fun. And as a secure man in the beginning, you're not going to care if your girl goes out, right? Because there's so many things in society. You don't want to be controlling. You don't want to be this. You don't want to be that. But eventually, it's going to come to a point where she's going to start seeing those guys at the club. And it's not that they're better than you. You should never feel that type of way. But she's going to start feeling, especially if she's going out with whole friends, and every woman has whole friends, she's going to start feeling like she settled, like she wants to have fun again. And this is when women start having affairs and start to cheat. It really has nothing to do with how little she loves you. It has fear. It has a lot to do with that, because they're emotional, but it has more to do with her fear of missing out, feeling like she can go get a bigger, better deal. And most times women can't, bro. Most times nobody wants to give these women anything but some sausage package and some glue, and that's it, bro. But their fear of missing out is going to cause them to leave a marriage when they're around the age of like 25 to 27, leave a relationship, whatever the case may be. Most times it's marriage, but their fear of missing out is going to trump everything. And then that's just in the 20s. We also have women in their 30s. They'll play the long game. You'll marry a woman when she 18 or 20, and then y'all get a divorce when she 30. Like Tia, the sister girl, bro. She said she graduated from her marriage. Bro, who is signing a contract with women who think like this? She said that she graduated from her marriage, and women were in the comments just like agreeing with her. But this is who you put in your financial future in. You're putting your financial future trust into women who are agreeing with the woman that says she graduated from her marriage like this is high school. I'm telling you. So what benefit do you get marrying a woman in her 20s or marrying a woman in her 30s? And then by the time a woman is in her 40s, you don't even want her unless you like in your 60s. You get what I'm saying? So what benefit are you getting? Because you can go ahead and best believe you're never going to find a woman equally yoked to you. As a man, if you're a high productive man, you're never going to find a woman equally yoked to you. You can kill that. You're never going to be in a power couple situation. You could kill that. Only reason that term was ever invented because a woman wanted to feel equal to a man in her relationship, bro. You will never be equal with a woman, because y'all have different roles, and you will never be equal to a woman. A woman will never be equal to you. I don't know why this is so hard to grasp, so hard to understand. Now, can you do things that a woman does? Can a woman do things that you do? Absolutely. But y'all will never be equals. You can't have a baby. You know what I'm saying? She if somebody breaking your crib or do this, she can't protect the household like you can. So end of the day, y'all will never be equal. But I say that to say the fear of missing out is going to strike every age group. Like every age group is going to get hit with that fear of missing out. So you tell me, after listening to everything I said, where do you get the benefit at? Because you have the 20-year-olds, they're eventually going to want to go out and party. If you settle down with them early, they're eventually going to go out and party and get into that other lifestyle. You get the 30-year-olds, let's say you start dating a woman when she 30. She's going to have a fear of missing out eventually, but her fear of missing out is going to be a little bit different than a 20-year-old. Her fear of missing out is going to be more about just kind of wanted to have her fun. And then she got kids already, so then you're not really necessarily gonna want her. At least most men, you're not necessarily just gonna want to be with that kind of woman. And I'm not saying men can't also have a fear of missing out, but I am saying when dealing with a woman and understanding that most women have a fear of missing out due to societal norms, societal pressures, whatever the case may be, you have to think logically, right? Because you're a man. You have to think logically and let all the emotional shit fly out the way, because thinking emotionally has got a lot of men in financial ruins right now. Behind a woman, behind a box this big, bro. Behind a box this big, bro, has got a lot of men in financial ruins because you feel like instead of renting the house or renting the apartment, you got to buy the house. You get what I'm saying? Every woman has renters. Think a woman like real estate, bro. You renting it, and when you decide to buy the house, this is mine. This is mine. I'm gonna take pride in this. That's where you fuck up. That's where you fuck up. I'm gonna be honest with you, because that fear of missing out. This is my house. That's where you fuck up, because that fear of missing out is gonna have her going from a house to an apartment and many other apartments. I'm telling you what I know, man. I'm telling you what I know. It's really not no benefit for y'all to, or in y'all best interest to commit with these kind of women that have a fear of missing out. And in the beginning of a relationship, you're never gonna think that a woman has a fear of missing out, because it's like I tell y'all, man, listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm going to end the video. Women put their best foot forward in the beginning of a relationship, because like I tell y'all, a woman's validation, a woman's persona comes from being proposed to. It comes from like feeling as if she's worthy of marriage. You get what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be good in the beginning. It's always gonna be good until she get what she want. You get what I'm saying? That's just like, I'm gonna give one more clear cut example. That's just like you working so hard for something, right? Let's say you going to a competition or something of any sort. You want to win the competition. You want to be the greatest, right? So before the competition, you're gonna train, you're gonna lift weights, you're gonna eat right, you're gonna do all this for however many months that you have to do just to get that goal. Once you win the medal, you're not training no more, or you're not training as hard. You putting in little effort because you got the trophy now. You know you're the best. You know you're worthy. We gone.